Hey there guys, it's Tom and welcome back to some rFactor. Now this is something a little bit different, and this is the Nebula 2015 rFactor League that I'm currently taking part in. And here we are in the penultimate race of the season at Brazil, and if you guys want to see it, then let me know by hitting the like button, and also let me know in the comment section down below, and I will upload the final race of the season at Suzuka, which is in a couple of weeks time. But just so you know guys, in this race the Williams is Sam Carpenter, the Ferrari is Craig Baxter, I'm in the Mercedes of Nico Rosberg, and then my teammate Callum D is in the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. Nevertheless, here we are in Brazil, and as you can see, everyone's lined up now into the grid position for the start of the race, and we're going to look forward to this. It should be a pretty damn good race because if practice pace is anything to go by, then this should be a very close race. So we're going to gear up to the 5 red lights here at Brazil, and here we are getting ready for the 5 red lights, and the Brazilian Grand Prix in the Nebula rFactor League is underway here, and we're going to do 36 laps of this track, which is basically a 50% race, and we get a pretty good start there off the line straight away, trying to go to the outside of turn number 1, trying to go around the outside of Craig Baxter, but he defends quite nicely and actually goes on the attack on Sam Carpenter, the race leader. Meanwhile, myself and Callum follow suit in the top 4, already starting to pull away a gap from the rest of the pack. You're getting a really good start so far this race. As you can see, I'm all over the back of Craig at the moment, trying to pull to the outside of turn number 4, possibly get a move around the outside of the corner, and we are going to try and go for the move, but Craig is going to squeeze us out onto the curb, and he's going to continue to squeeze us out through this little right-hander and squeeze us out of the road there, having to go wide to avoid Craig there. And then we're going to quickly try and get back up the inside, but it's no use. And so far, very interesting and aggressive start to the race as we doubled up the inside of Craig at the hairpin, but Craig's going to defend quite nicely from us there, and he's going to maintain his position for the time being. And this is all going to help Sam. If we start battling, then this is going to allow Sam to pull away, so we can't allow that to happen, and we need to try and pass Craig as soon as possible and make the move stick and try and hunt down Sam to try and win this race. So here we are then, going down here and through the Cena de Lago into the penultimate corner, which I like to call Kimi's corner, because if anyone remembers that incident where Kimi actually went off there on the right hand side, then that was actually quite an interesting incident. Let's leave it at that. But here we are then coming towards the end of lap number 1 now, and we're getting into the slipstream of Craig Baxter now, go down the straight, and we're going to possibly line him up for a move into the centre as we go to the outside, and we're going to be able to outbrake Craig around the outside of turn number 1. We're going to go for it, and it looks like we made it stick. We're still side by side as we go through turn number 2, and we're going to squeeze Craig out to the apex, just like he did to me a lap ago, and make the move stick. We're up in a P2 now, but Craig is not going to give up there, and he's going to come straight back at us in the slipstream now. He's going down the straight to turn number 4, he's going to go to the inside, then quickly dummy to the outside. Can he hang it around the outside of turn number 4? No, he can't. He gets a beautiful cutback on me there, getting some brilliant traction out the corner, but Cal all of a sudden has come back into play, and now he's going to side by side with Craig, and meanwhile I'm going to try and pull away at the front as Craig doves it now up my inside at turn number 6. So Craig really getting into the wars with both of myself and Callum, both of the Mercedes at the moment, as Craig tries to get up the inside of the hairpin here, but we're going to try and hang it around the outside and make the position stick for the time being. One insane lap and a half that was at the start of the race. And coming towards the end of lap number 2 now, as you can see, Cal's right in the back of Craig, and he's slipstream. He's going to pull to the inside as they go into turn number 1, and is Cal going to try and pass Craig up the inside? Yes he is, but he's going to lock up and almost take me out, and forcing me wide, take evasive action. Lucky, good thing I saw Cal coming in my mirrors, because otherwise I could have been a double Mercedes DNF there, and that definitely is not what I wanted, because for this race the damage model has been increased, so the damage is way more sensitive. And as you can see, we're having a brilliant scrap with Craig at the moment, and even Evan Rice, who's in the Toyota behind, is getting in on the action, and Cal has made that move stick, so at least he made the move stick, which is important, but I did lose 2 places in the process as we could try to go up the inside of Craig at turn number 6, almost losing our front wing there, so very close into but a brilliant overtaking action so far as we go into lap number 3. As you can see, we're on the back of Craig going into the hairpin, and we're trying to line him up for a move, but he's just defending so nicely at the moment, and it's really hard to try and find a gap. As now we skip later on to the lap number 3 onto the start of lap number 4, and Sam, as you can see at the front, has really started to pull out a massive gap, and Craig's going around the outside of Cal at turn 1. He's made the move stick beautifully before turn 2, so a very nice move there from Craig Baxter, and he gets himself up into P2. And coming towards the end of lap number 4, as you can see, Cal is not letting go though. He's back in his slipstream, pulling to the outside. Can Cal do the same thing Craig did to him 1 lap ago? And he's going to go for it as he goes around the outside of turn number 1, but locks up. Craig defends nicely the position, and we're going to try and set Cal up for a cutback out of turn number 2 through turn number 3, getting right on the slipstream of our teammate here, going down this back straight. There's no DRS in this mod, by the way guys, so we're just using raw slipstream to pass the cars as Cal goes to the outside of Craig into turn number 4, but it sets him up for a beautiful cutback. As you can see there, Cal getting brilliant traction at the corner. We're going to try and also get in on the action here, getting alongside Craig as he squeezes onto the grass almost, as we're going to try and hang it around the outside of turn number 6, but it's no use, and Craig defends very nicely there as we're going to try and dive it around the outside of the hairpin, but it's no use, and Cal there with a very nice overtake on Craig, getting a brilliant textbook cutback and the exit of turn number 4, and props to him for that move. That was an absolutely quality move there from Cal. So here we are then, and as you can see, we're going on the inside of Craig, and we almost touch wheels there. We're going 3 wide on the exit of the corner, so some insane action there, going 3 wide around a part of the track that's very, very narrow, and there's a little bit of contact there between me and Craig as well, as you saw there for a moment. Car got a little bit derailed off track, and got a little bit of contact with Craig, so really, really good battle, but again, a little bit of contact, a little bit feisty here, a little bit physical, and it's definitely good to see a little bit of physicality in the battle, but this is borderline getting a little bit too much, as now Craig's lined up Cal for a move as he pulls to the outside of the center S, and can Craig make a move around the outside of my teammate, and we're going to have to wait and see as we get the replay shot here, and indeed he's made the move stick, but Cal's managed to hang it around the outside of turn 2 beautifully there, so Craig's going to have to lift the fight another day, and here we are now trying to get in the slipstream, trying to get back into the action as Craig is trying to line up Cal for yet another overtake, and can Craig hang it around the outside of turn 4 on our teammate? Yes, he can, and what an overtake that was from Craig. So some brilliant stuff so far this race, absolutely insane, but Cal has come back at Craig, and they're going side by side into turn number 6. This is just a brilliant battle, and I'm just waiting to pick up the scraps later on in the race, but Craig does manage to make the move stick as Cal gets a massive tank slapper on the exit there, and eventually Craig does go up into P2, and Cal gets pushed down to P3 just in front of me. So really, really good race so far. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like down below if you watch up to this point, because the racing in this is absolutely insane. As you can see now on lap 7, we got the inside of our teammate Cal, and this is because during the race, guys, me and Cal are talking on TeamSpeak. So this was a bit of team orders, because Cal was starting to struggle because he did all that defending and wore out his tyres, and I was just managing my tyres behind. So I told Cal that I thought I could keep up with Craig if he let me go. And as you can see on lap 11 there, we're skipping 4 laps on later, and Sam's coming to the pit lane for an early pit stop, and me and Craig have stayed out, so I'm just going to follow whatever Craig does strategy wise. And you can see I have managed to keep up with Craig very nicely, so the decision to do team orders and me go and hunt down Craig has paid off nicely. As you can see on lap 12, we're coming into the pits now, both myself and Craig, and Craig had a massive lock up there trying to get the car slowed down, but we're going to come into a pit stop and hopefully we can try and maybe get a jump on Craig. It's going to be very tough because this game all the pit stops are basically identical, so it all depends on how much damage you have on the car, and as you can see we get right on the back of Craig there, so we did gain a little bit of time during the pit stop phase, which is good, but I expect Sam to come flying past any second now down the pit straight and really take his lead, because he's been on them fresher tyres for a lap, and we're going to try and exit the pit lane here without getting any contact with the horses. There goes Sam, as you just saw him for a moment. They're going around the outside, and we're just trying to take it nice and easy on this pit exit, make sure there's no contact, and we rejoin in P3, and there's Cal behind, so we've put a little bit of a gap on our teammate, and we're now putting some pressure on Craig. The first initial laps on the soft tyres, Craig had some ridiculous pace, and I could just about manage to keep up, but he was pulling away a little bit, but once the tyres started to go off a little bit, and Craig pushed his tyres a little bit too much, it was coming back to me. As you can see, we're having a go at Craig here as we go around the outside turn 4, getting another little cutback on him there, but Craig's going to squeeze us as much as he can, and we're going to get right on his gearbox going through turn number 5 into turn number 6. We're going to pull to the outside, and can we make a move around the outside of Craig? No, we can't, and he holds the position for the time being, so some really good action once again, and I'm now skipping on to the end of number 17. We're getting in the slipstream of Craig, going through the final corner, and coming in line up Craig for a move into turn number 1. We're going to pull to the outside. Can we make a stick like we did earlier on in the race? We're going to break nice and late, hang it around the outside, then take the inside line for turn number 2, and then take the position for 3, but we get a massive tank slap on the exit, as you saw there, which just cost us so much speed, and the Craig's going to pull alongside us, but we are going to have the straight line speed, getting a little bit of slipstream off of Sam, and we're going to pull to the inside to defend, and Craig's going to go straight into the back of us there, and he actually gave me a little bit of rear wing damage, and he got some major front wing damage, so because of this, Craig did actually drop back, and Cal overtook him, and Craig had to pit this exact lap. As you can see now, as we're passing Sam, Craig's pitting this lap as well because he's got damage, and we're going up the inside of Sam for the race lead here and Interlagos as we go up the inside of turn number 1. Can we make the move stick? Sam's still there on our outside. Can we go around the outside of Sam, around the outside of turn number 2? And yes, we do, and what a move as we take the race lead officially with 14 laps or so to go in this Grand Prix. But Sam is going to come back us up the inside, as you can see, going to turn number 4. Who's going to blink first into the braking zone? It's going to be Sam, and we're going to try and get a cutback on him on the exit of the corner, but Sam gets some really good traction, but we have got the inside line. He goes very wide and gives us a room, which is very nice to see, as we're going to try and hang it around the outside of turn number 6, but no, we can't. Sam gets a much better line through the corner, and he holds into the position for the time being, but can we dial at the inside of the hairpin? Yes, we do, and actually another dive from that hairpin, feeling really confident on the brakes this race, and we're getting right onto the back of Sam there, as close as you can possibly get, right on his gearbox, as we're going to pull to the inside and try and go up the inside of the second hairpin now, and we're going to make the move stick this time. Are we just about? Yes, we do. So what a move there from us on Sam, and a incredible battle between the two of us here on lap number 22, and we should be coming to the pit lane very soon. Maybe we're going to try and respond maybe to Craig Baxter's pit stop or stay out for another lap. We're going to have to wait and see. It all depends on what Sam does behind us, and as you see, there's Sam getting the slipstream. It doesn't look like he's pitting, so we're going to go out for another lap here, and our teammate Cal is actually going to pit this lap, so he's going to try and get the undercut and get himself in on this battle between the two of us and try and go for that race win, because Craig, I've heard, he's actually had a little incident on his outlap and that's ruled him out of the race win. So he's lost about 10 seconds, so it's a three-way scrap for the race lead between the two Mercedes and the Williams of Sam Carpenter. As we pull to the inside of Sam now, going down the straight. Can we possibly make a move up the inside of turn number 4? No, we can't, and Sam defends that position for the time being, and I thought to myself, right, I'm not going to bother battling with Sam no more this lap. I'm going to come to the pits in this lap and just go for the pit lane and try and get an undercut, and indeed that's how it paid off, because Sam decided to stay out a couple more laps, actually, not just one lap but a couple more laps, and I pit this lap just one lap later than my teammate Cal, and we decided to go for the undercut and try and stretch out a lead, and then need be have to defend it in the race if that was the case. But we wanted track position and to get ourselves ahead, so Cal should be coming by very soon. But here we are leaving the pit lane, and we should be in second, if not third place. And now it's just a case of myself and Cal just pumping in the lap times. And there's Cal. You just saw a brief glimpse of him, and there he is going through turn number 3, and he's managed to overtake us. So in one lap, he's got a massive undercut on them fresh tyres. There he is. And Evan Ross is also going to get on in the action, but he's yet to pit. And there he goes up there inside, but he's going to actually break relay, almost take us out there, having a massive double front lock up into turn number 4. But lucky enough, we just got out of the way there just in time. And now skipping on to lap 25. Here's Sam 3 laps later coming into the pit lane. So he's lost a couple of laps in terms of fresh tyres, but he's going to be very fast now on these tyres until the end of the race, whereas myself and Cal have done a couple of laps on our fresh soft tyres already, so they're going to be wearing out. And as you can see, there's myself and Cal in the background going past, so we've got a massive advantage on Sam, and this should be very nice for us for the rest of the race. And we've just got to manage our gap now and make sure we don't take each other out and don't have any battles, because that's all going to cost us time. And do remember, guys, Cal is in front of me at this moment in time, so we've got to just make sure, respect team orders and do what the team wants. And Cal is ahead of me in the championship, and as you can see, there's Sam. He was going on the exit of the pit lane, and this is where me and Cal are right now, going into turn number 5. So we've got a massive cushion on lap 32. Sam all of a sudden decided to crank it up into another gear pace wise. As you see, there he is behind us, and I decided to respond, so I told Cal, let me through, because I've got the pace and I want to win this race. So Cal decided to go for it and let me through, because I'm yet to win a race in this season, and I've been very unlucky, and I've come second numerous times starting from the back of the grid because I've been crashing a lot, and I wanted this race win so bad. So I told Cal to let me go, and he allowed me to, and that was me on my way there. As you can see, Sam is going to approach us very soon on the fresh tyres, so I was hoping Cal can hold up Sam for a little bit. And I'm skipping on to the final lap of the race now. As you can see, Sam did pass Cal, but I managed to pull out just enough of a gap, and here's Sam now raw on our gearbox. As you can see, going into the final couple of corners now, and can Sam possibly line us up for a move across the finish line? This would be very interesting to see, but I'm definitely not going to let this go easily, because I want my first race win here in Brazil. As you can see, he's gaining really fast on us, going through the final corner now. Is he going to make a move across the finish line? We're going to hold the inside line for the shortest run to the line, and we're going to come across the line. It's so, oh my god, it's so close. It is so close, but I think I just nicked it, and I'll put a screenshot up on the screen real quick right now, but I think I just nicked that. So an absolutely incredible race there in Brazil, and definitely the best league race I've ever had in any game. That was so much fun, just absolutely incredible race, and a big thanks to Sam, Cal, and also Craig earlier in the race for that incredible battle, and just what a fun race that was. And I take the full 25 points for the first time this season, even though I'm way behind in the championship. I take a race win for once, a race win that I think I've deserved, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then please leave a like down below, and if you're new around here, then please subscribe if you want to see more rFactor. And guys, that's about it from me, and I'll see you guys next time. So from me, goodbye.